Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. In today's video, we're going to be covering the upcoming releases for Q1 of 2024. And the great thing about this release schedule is that everything on this list, I can tell you, you can easily find in retail stores, online, and at MSRP, which is a fantastic time to be a collector when you don't have to really worry about scalpers or think about things running out of stock. Everything on this list, I'm confident, is going to be readily available, which is great. So let's go and see what's available for us to pick up during Q1 of 2024. First up on the release schedule, and this is going to surprise no one, and that is Paldean Fates is going to be released on January 26th. This is the new coming set for this year. It is kind of a weird set because it is our special set, but it's also got the Scarlet and Violet tag on it. It's got a bunch of shiny Pokemon, and I will say it is going to be readily available. There are people excited about this set, but it's not the most hyped set, so it is going to be out there and available, even more so than 151. You can already find things like the ETBs going for below retail price, and you can pick those up right now, and I think they're going to be even cheaper going into the holiday season later this year. So that's still a long time away, but that's usually how the English system works, is that when they release a new set or product, you can probably find it even a year or two after the official release. So Paldean Fates will be around for a very long time, which is exciting. If you want to pick something up, I would just say pick up the ETB. It's the first thing that's going to be released. It's going to be readily available, and you're going to get enough booster pack that you can get some decent enjoyment out of this set. The next product up, we have something that's actually pretty interesting, and that is the Combined Powers Premium Collection. This thing is going to be released on February 23rd, 2024, and it is retailing for $60, $59.99. It comes with 11 booster packs, which is not a ton considering that it's a whopping $60. And I can tell you right now, you're probably going to be able to find it from your LGS in a couple of months for $50 to $40, maybe even cheaper than that, so we'll really have to see. But this is a cool product. It comes with 3 really cool Pokemon, all from Gen 2. We got ourselves Suicune, Ho-Oh, and Lugia, all really cool, great promo cards on the front. I think those are the exact same cards that were available inside of the $400 collection that came out during the holiday last year, and that was now what? It's going for $300, so $100 below retail price already, which is really interesting. I know a couple of my local card shops were able to get 2 or 3 copies of these $400 sets, and they were struggling to offload these even at $300. So it's really surprising. Not a lot of people are super interested in it. I'm interested in it, just not for $300. Even that price point might be a little bit too excessive for me. It's really more like a $200 product maybe. So we'll have to see if it goes up or down. But regardless, the Premium Powers Collection is going for $59.99, 11 booster packs. Pretty solid product. I would say it's really worth picking up right at around $40. Next up on the product docket, we got ourselves the Pokemon TCG EX Battle Decks. These feature Melmetal and Houndoom, and they are going for $9.99. They are going to be also released on February 23rd. I will say these products are more for competitive TCG players, and even then, these decks are not competitive viable. So it's a really interesting middle ground. It's probably something that's closer to an introductory product for someone that wants to get into the Pokemon TCG. Spur of the moment kind of purchase. You just want to play the TCG for $10. That's what this product really is. But I'll tell you what's an even cooler product if you want to play the Pokemon TCG, and that is the World Championship decks, which are going to be released on March 1st. And I absolutely love these products. They come out once a year after the World Championships, and they are fantastic for picking up. These go for $14.99 per deck, so that's $15, and you get yourself the exact same deck that won the Pokemon World Championship. These are competitively viable decks. These are fantastic. They are the best decks from the Pokemon TCG, and they're going for $15. You officially cannot use these decks in the actual competitive play because they are fake pseudo Pokemon cards, but it still works. They're proxies, but they're great for at-home play. Me and my wife, and whenever we have friends over, we will play with these decks every single year because you're playing the best decks from the Pokemon TCG, and it's a lot of fun. If you've never played a truly competitive TCG Pokemon deck, you gotta play it because Sometimes you draw 20 cards in a turn, and that's normal. That's completely normal for Pokemon, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I would highly recommend you pick up this product if you just want to play Pokemon TCG at the most competitive level, but at the same time spending just very small amount of money, because $15 is just a very cheap board game night for some decent fun. Next up, we got ourselves a really interesting product because this is the first time it's releasing in this format, and it's kind of unique. So let me go over what it is exactly. It is the Paldea Adventure Chest, and it is retailing for $49.99, so a whopping $50. It's going to be released on March 1st as well, and it comes with a whopping 6 booster packs. 6 booster packs for $49.99, so that's really not worth it. It's one of the lowest pack to cost ratio I've seen in a very long time, but you do get a bunch of other knickknacks. You get yourself a plushie, you get a bunch of promo cards, and a bunch of other non-card stuff inside of the chest. And do you as a collector really care about all that? It's really going to be up to you. I think this is a neat product. It's probably more suited for a kid, someone that just wants an actual chest full of toys. That's what this really is. So it's up to you whether you pick it up. I say for $49.99, it's probably not worth it. Just looking at it, I would say, even if you don't think about the packs, this is really probably a $30 product, maybe $35 if you really care about the plushie. If you really care about the plushie, maybe $35. But it's definitely not worth it at $50. I do think it's a really neat product. I just think it's a bad value proposition. Hopefully, once it gets down to a more reduced cost, if it doesn't sell that well, and usually products that don't have a great pack to cost ratio, they do go on clearance. If you find this on clearance at Walmart, Target, or Walgreens, or on Amazon online in 6 months at 30 bucks, be my guest. I think that's a fine pickup. Final product on the list, we got ourselves releasing on March 1st, the stacking tins. The stacking tins are making a return, and I actually think these are kind of fun. I've done a couple of pack openings of these on my channel, and they are interesting. That's all I can really say, because they are $14.99, so $15, and you only get yourself 3 booster packs inside. I think it also comes with like stickers or coins or something like that, but I like keeping these sealed. I think they're fun sealed products. The stacking tins do actually stack on top of each other. They have different Pokemon art around them, and now that they've released a couple of series, I think we're up to the 9th or 12th one, you can actually stack a bunch of different ones, and I do have all of the original ones sealed, and I do think it's becoming a little bit of a decent collection. They're going for $15, so if you're someone of a super budget collector, collect these little mini tins because they are really easy to collect, and if no one else collects them, maybe they'll go up in value in a long time because no one will really think about this product. It's kind of like a random product that most people will probably never think about, but because it's a decent display piece, that's where I give it the kudos, because in terms of pack to cost ratio, it's a moot point. 3 packs for $15 isn't a fantastic deal. It's not a bad deal, it's just okay. But as a display item, especially if you have 9 or 12 of these different tins, they might look good on your computer background, behind your display on a shelf or something like that. They might look decent there. The final release of March, on March 22nd, we have ourselves Temporal Forces. We have Temporal Forces, which is the upcoming Pokemon card set, which looks to be just Paradox Rift 2.0. It's just a continuation of Paradox Rift. We got a lot more of the ancient and future Pokemon, so that's pretty cool if you're into those. There will for sure be plenty of new illustration art rares, and we are going to be looking at those as we get closer to the set release. Very similar to Paradox Rift, I'm pretty confident this set is going to be a decent one that's going to be fun to collect, but readily available for years to come, so nothing to really foam at the mouth and try to pick up as many products as you want to, which is exactly where I think the healthy hobby should be. You should be able to wake up in the morning, breathe in some fresh air, go onto your online retail store and see if you want to pick up one of these booster boxes or not. And if you don't want to pick one up, that's completely okay, but you don't feel anxious about it. You don't feel like they're going to sell out, and that's fantastic. I think it's great when products are readily available. So I hope things continue that direction. Looking forward to talking about more on Temporal Forces as we get closer to its release, but because it's going from the tail end of March, and I don't think anyone's super excited about it right now. I mean, the next set is going to be Paldean Fates. Are you guys really waiting to swipe your credit card for Temporal Forces? Probably not. So we're going to talk about that when the time comes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.